How's you doing, man? He on talking about it's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner, man. He on talking about what's good with the people, man. He on talking about how's y'all doing on this Facing Facts Friday. Say Facing Facts Friday. What are you talking about, baby? Oh, we gonna get into it. But before we do, what's good, people? Like he. Ha, ha. He on talking about the wise man coming your way today, man. He on talking about don't worry about nothing. Uh, Ken in the pen. He know what I'm talking about? All my folks incarcerated. All my folks who ain't, man, you know what I'm talking about? Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing, man. Keep that here, there. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Did I say Ken in the pen? I don't know, but if I did, man, go get that stick up in stores now, man. You can go and get you one off of 76 MacArthur. They sold out. They'll be back, though. Giants Liquor is where I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm talking about? 82nd Hillside Barbershop. You know what I'm talking about? They say somebody put them in their stores in the hundreds, man. Thank you, young man. Now you know, because I tell you every morning, but just in case you don't watch me or you ain't listening, you can come get them from me. You know what I'm talking about? You can come get them things from me. You know what I'm talking about? Did you see them? You know what I'm talking about? But if all else fails, and I mean if all else fails, there you go. Get you one off of Elzar. Make sure you copy your hardback. You know what I'm talking about? What's that? Swing that finger, young man. Would you be talking about this one? You know what I'm talking about? That's the one right there, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Come on with it, man. Rev that thing up, bro. Come on. You know what I'm talking about? Rev him up. You know what I'm talking about? You know, worldwide, man. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide, ISC, man. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna say, bro, what does that mean? I'm gonna continue to tell you it means everybody. You know what I'm talking about? And Dougal, Fresh, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rube, Lil Rue. You know what I'm talking about? Tata the player, that's who comes next, man. Same thing, bro. Everybody on bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Now let's get through these disclaimers. But before we do that, you know what I'm talking about? Mama says it. Mama always says, boy, brush them whiskers when you on TV, boy. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all see that hole? You know what I'm talking about? It look like bro got power. I keep telling you. This gray hair is growing that thing. I'll be back. You know what I'm talking about? I'll be back. Don't worry about that, right? You know what I'm talking about? I almost forgot, man. Coffee Chronicles. You know what I'm talking about? Classic roast. Piping hot. You know what I'm talking about? Piping hot. They say, bro, why you so goofy? I'm gonna tell you because you bitch like goofy niggas. Where's I at? Oh yeah, man. Now good bro like me, man. I don't promote no drug users. Good bro like me, man. I don't promote no drug sellers. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Good bro like myself. I don't promote no alcohol consumption. You know what I'm talking about? Good bro like myself. I don't promote no don't take a sip of the sippage. You know what I'm talking about? Not sip. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no crime. Good brother like myself. I don't promote no violence. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no domestic violence. You know what I'm talking about? Keep your hands off the people. People, he don't talking about he don't talking about don't, he don't talking about promote, he don't talking about no negativity, no. No, man. Man, I don't promote shit. He don't talking about they was talking to Brett. I don't promote shit. He don't talking about all I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you gonna do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing, do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Because we just don't know how much we got of it, young ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm talking about? But he could be like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't prejudiced, man. No. Could be like myself. I ain't got nothing against the sexually different. No, man. Could brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't got nothing against the little people. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, man. Nah. Me, man, I ain't got no problems with nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me, man. I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. You know what I'm talking about? That love. Back to the YouTube community, man. You with me? Come on over here. Fuck with your partner. Hey, check it out, man. Psst, psst. Come fuck with nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? Man, how is y'all doing out here on this Facing Facts Friday, man? You say Facing Facts, what are you talking about, baby? Oh, we gonna get into it, man. Don't worry about nothing. But how is y'all doing on this Friday? You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to all the bitches who. Man, I forgot my joke. Hold on, let me find out how it go. Shout out all the bitches who gave up private part. Shout out to all the bitches who gave up private parts in public. You know, can you keep a secret? I see you fucking. Man, it took me a little while, you know, talk about tongue twister, you know what I'm talking about? You know, Facing Facts Friday goes like this, all we gonna get into it, ain't we? You know what I'm talking about? Facing Facts, bro. It's self-explanatory. It's just like that, bro. Facing Facts. Now, let me explain something to you. Now, I ain't giving you no advice. I ain't telling you to do nothing. Because I keep telling you as people, man. You know what I'm talking about? Somehow we don't let this computer mean more than real life. You get what I'm saying? And I told you, we'll come up here talking about some shit that we going through like everybody else got to watch out for it. Well, really, we don't. When it comes to them time, before you even come to the people, you might need to check that shit yourself, man. You know what I'm talking about? I know it's hard to do because, you know what I'm talking about? Despite what everybody say, we emotional beings, man. That's why I don't be getting with niggas. You know how they put a label on everything? Beta male and all. That shit. Everybody emotional. You feel me? And everybody come up here and they act like, and I try not to do it, bro, because I get it. You feel me? If you just face the facts. Nigga, you know how hard it is not to get mad? Do you? You know what I'm talking about? You know how hard it is not to get mad? For real, bro. And that's why I think y'all should just stop playing with people. You know what I mean? Because you don't never know what nobody else going through, bro. You get what I'm saying? And you don't know what kind of mad somebody gonna get. You just don't, bro. Everybody don't be playing, bro. They just don't. But Facing Facts, it go just like that, man. Because for some reason, we don't like to face facts, folks. You know what I'm talking about? Like I could come, I don't know, say you like let me use a nigga real quick, man, because they always talking about I'm fucking with the bitches, and I don't be fucking with the bitches, man. You know what I'm talking about? And if you get offended, fuck you, bitch. You gonna fuck you, man. Y'all get on my nerves with that shit, bro. Y'all act like whatever you don't like or you like, nigga, is everybody else's. You know what I'm talking about? I don't give a fuck what you don't. You have the right not to like something. I don't give a fuck. I'm not finna stop what I'm doing. You know what I'm talking about? Because you don't like something. Fuck you. You know what I'm talking about? My life, my rules. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew, sis, ooh, man, ooh, lady. You know what I'm talking about? But on some real shit, just Facing Facts, man. Say it's a nigga, man. My nigga just running around having hella babies by hella different bitches or something, right? You know what I'm talking about? And you try to pull his coat. Like, check this out, bruh. You might want to slow down. I ain't talking about the international playboy. You know what I'm talking about? Got all this shit together. You know what I'm talking about? He could just do what he want to do for the rest of his life. I ain't talking about international playboy number one. I ain't talking about that. You know, I'm talking about that nigga out there that ain't even really got himself together. Keep on just having hella kids. You get what I'm saying? But I'm talking about this. Oh, like we say my age, 47, and you done already had like 7 kids. Now you 47, but you still having babies. You know what I'm talking about? Why you old, nigga? Niggas, motherfucking kid gonna be 3-year-old. Nigga gonna be 72. You feel me? But and you try to pull a nigga coat or something, nigga turn around and start debating you or something like that. You feel me? Bruh, woo. And this is why I try not to do this. You get what I'm saying? Because the moment you bring something to somebody, hold on, I got a little bit ahead of myself. First of all, now he got all these problems, right? They not your problems. But somehow he keep complaining about all these problems that he's having about these kids that he keeps having. You get what I'm saying? I forgot to leave that part out. So he over there complaining like he didn't make the situation himself. You get what I'm saying? And like it's just some invisible entity why they just keep giving him kids or some shit like that. Nah, bro, it's on you. But if you go pull a nigga coattail, a nigga gonna come up with every rationalization or reason in the book. All he wanna do is tell you why he's doing something. You know what I'm talking about? That's why I don't even try to tell people shit. Because people really don't be listening, blood. They don't. Because you can try to pull the motherfucker coat and they gonna turn right around and try to tell you the reason they doing what they doing. You know what I'm talking about? And they don't realize the problems they having now is because they're doing what they're doing. You get what I'm saying? And when you come across people like that, there's just nothing you could do. Because all they want to do is sit there and tell you why they're doing something. And they don't even get that's the motherfucking problem. You know what I'm talking about? So it'd be like an endless conversation. And sometimes it'd be now the people like this, that shit varies, bro. It could be anybody. Your family member, that shit could be your daddy, your mama. You know what I'm talking about? Your sisters, your brothers, your nephews, your cousins. You know what I'm talking about? Your third uncle and them. You know what I'm talking about? And all that shit right there. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? It is just like, I don't know why people like that. But on some real shit, we just need to face the facts, folks. Because we getting in the days where where we ain't facing facts no more. The moment we living in the days, the moment somebody come with the truth, we say it's talking shit. The moment somebody tell us we need to do something, it's like we got a ready-made debate for them. Now, that's fine. Mama say don't blow your nose on camera. Sorry, mama. Top of the world. You know what I'm talking about? Top of the world. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew says, old man, old lady. But on the real, man, that's fine if you don't want to listen, bruh. And this is what you don't get. And this is all I say. If you don't have to listen to anybody, bro. You can do what the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfuckers don't listen to me anyway. You know what I'm talking about? Who the fuck am I to tell you what to do? I'm not even trying to. So you don't have to listen to anybody, bro. And this goes around the world, right? But this the thing right here. You don't have to listen to nobody. But just take what comes with you. And this is the part we're having that I find mind-boggling on earth. You know what I'm talking about? Nobody wants to stop doing what the fuck they doing. And then they want to complain about the results they get from doing what the fuck it is that they're doing. That makes no sense to me. Nowhere on earth. It just doesn't, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? You got to control you, folks. Facing Facts Friday it is, man. You know what I'm talking about? But this is the cold part. Because I get this from my friends. I get this all over the world. You know what I'm talking about? I'll call my people in Atlanta right now. We can start talking. They gonna say, so I guess you perfect. And I say, you know what I'm talking about? About 9, 12 motherfuckers and told me that in the last 9 days. You know what I'm talking about? And I just didn't get it. That's why, you know what I'm talking about? But it's easy, like when you facing facts Friday, it is. You know what I'm talking about? When you do that with yourself, bro, like I keep telling you, it leaves less room for people to check you. So it ain't that I'm perfect. I'm nowhere near perfect. You know what I'm talking about? I make the same mistakes and I fuck up just like everybody else, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't never said I was. I ain't never tried to act like I was perfect. I came up here telling you my faults. You know what I'm talking about? My first video, I came telling you everything it was to know about Baby Cuz. You know what I'm talking about? How I am, anyway. It's a lot to know about me. You know what I'm talking about? But, I'm nowhere near perfect, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even try to get the perfect. I don't know if I mentioned this to y'all before, but I think I have. But I was, you know, Baby Cuz one of them avid sports fans. So I'll be listening to my man. I forgot who said it, man, but he was talking about football shit, but it was some of the realest shit I ever heard. He said, man, what I've learned in this league is you don't never try to get happier than happy. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's hard enough just to get to happy. Now that's fucked up because that's my daddy. I'm gonna have to get right back with you, Pops. I'm gonna have to get right back with you, you know what I'm talking about? But Facing Facts Friday, man. Like I said, I ain't never been perfect. I ain't even trying to. So by people even telling me that shit right there is it has nothing to do with me actually. You know what I'm talking about? But it's crazy how the defense come, and no matter who you talking to, you get what I'm saying? Because you can say whatever the fuck it is you say about anything, and the motherfuckers just gonna switch that shit around on you. You feel what I'm saying? To have to not face the fact. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just here to tell you, if you one of them people, you ain't gonna never learn shit. You ain't gonna never be able to develop mentally. You just gonna be stuck in the same place forever, bro. Making hella excuses about your actions. That's all that's gonna come up out that shit, bro. You feel me? Because them type of motherfuckers right there is like, and this is what really happens, people. People who don't take accountability, right? They will never see what they did wrong because in their head they did nothing wrong. All they see is the reason why they did it. You know what I'm talking about? They ain't even tripping off what they did. You get what I'm saying? They just stuck on the reason why they did it. And when you like that right there, man, you just gonna be stuck, folks. You ain't gonna never grow mentally. It's gonna be hard for you to maintain any kind of relationships. You know what I'm talking about? Family members, a bitch. You know what I'm talking about? A nigga, your nephew, your nieces. You know what I'm talking about? It's just gonna be hard for you to deal with people, bruh. Because people, despite what y'all think, sees right through that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like Superman X-ray vision, bruh. Motherfuckers just see straight through that shit. So what happens is motherfuckers get tired of you. You know what I'm talking about? With that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew says, over here, ooh, lady. You know what I'm talking about? Because when you face facts, bruh, on for this Facing Facts Friday, bruh, you just gonna realize what it is. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what I keep trying to tell you, man. Because if you check yourself, you just leave less room for another motherfucker to do you, bruh. Because you gonna go over yourself, man, making sure shit airtight. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of us don't want to do that. And we be out here crying wolf. You know what I'm talking about? Them be the motherfuckers out here crying wolf. You know what I'm talking about? Always acting like somebody fucking with you, always. And this one thing, this might be a little off subject. Because we use this word way too much. You know what I'm talking about? Out of his original content. You know what I'm talking about? That hater shit. You know what I'm talking about? Do y'all know what hate is? Coffee chronic. Because we, like, today, we like to turn everybody into some kind of reason like they hating on us. It's just like if you didn't watch me, that's just your choice, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You don't got to watch me. But if you don't watch me, I'm not going to say because you don't watch me, you're a hater. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, no, you just don't like Baby Kush. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You have that option. But in today's world, man, we quick to label somebody a hater for just something. You know what I'm talking about? If you don't listen to this song or whatever, you're not hating on them people. You just don't like the song, bro, or you care not to listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying? But now every time every time you turn around, somebody hating, and that shit really don't be hate. You know what I'm talking about? That be you like you want a motherfucker to pay attention to you so bad. I don't know. It's not hate though, folks. It's just motherfuckers making their own decisions. Yeah, that's all it is, bro. Motherfucker don't care for that shit. They just don't care for it, man. That don't mean they hating. You know what I'm talking about? Because hate is somebody who don't want you to be somewhere, tries to stop you from being somewhere. They just because you in that position, all that. You know what I'm talking about? Hate is some strong shit. Hate ain't you know what I'm talking about? Because a motherfucker ain't listen to your music or a motherfucker ain't put a like on your page. That ain't hate, bro. That's just a motherfucker doing something else with their time. You get what I'm saying? But on this Facing Facts Friday, man, we need to face the facts, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? We need to stop trying to cut corners and get away from the truth. You get what I'm saying? Until you check yourself, bro, you're not going to get it. You keep running around if you want to and act like it's everybody else's fault, some invisible entity, the man, the government. You can run around and try to make yourself believe this shit all day. That shit is stopping you from doing you. Hey, go right ahead. You know what I'm talking about? But on some real shit, bro, ain't nothing stopping you from doing shit. You know what I'm talking about? It just ain't. You can go on and do what the fuck you want to. You can put your motherfucking self in position. You know what I'm talking about? You just can't. And if you face the facts on this Facing the Facts Friday, you'll just realize that, man. But today we on some other shit, bro. We on some shit where you know what I'm talking about? Where if you tell a motherfucker the truth, they gonna say you talking shit. You get what I'm saying? We living in a day where a motherfucker take one glance at you and just come up with a bunch of bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is the bullshit behavior y'all done picked up. Now I'll crack a joke and have just as good as fun as anybody else. You know what I'm talking about? But I know when to do that shit and when not to do that shit. A lot of times when I'm cracking jokes and doing shit, you know what I'm talking about? I'm in the cracking jokes and I'm either in my house or I'm in a facility. You know what I'm talking about? Where cracking jokes is in the air. You know what I'm talking about? That right there. You get what I'm saying? But in today's time, bruh, they just got y'all. Now that's how you get closer to that hate. You know what I'm talking about? Because they just got y'all to criticize and try to critique every motherfucking thing you see. Like a motherfucker watching me right now talking about, man, who the fuck is this nigga up here with this dumb ass? Y'all seen, you see how facing facts? That's why I just stopped jumping on motherfuckers live. You feel me? When I went through that shit with the mother motherfuckers from down, I was like, I ain't fucking with these kids because I realize more of the world, you get what I'm saying? It's more like this shit up here. You know what I'm talking about? All this 42 fake frauds on that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Where a motherfucker just, you don't even know a nigga, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? You just pop up there and just start assaulting a nigga, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga be talking to Sammy the Bull or somebody, man. You know what I'm talking about? You even talk to a motherfucker that he killed 90 million motherfuckers. And you sitting up here talking about what you gonna do. Shit crazy, folks. But they got us fucked up in the mind. So we really not facing facts. We just running around this motherfucker playing. That's what we doing. Coffee Chronicles. We playing, gossiping, just doing hella shit. You feel what I'm saying? Acting like that's the thing when it ain't. Facing Facts Friday it is. You get what I'm saying? But that's what we doing. Just running around escaping the truth. Everything we do, we gonna rationalize it no matter what it is. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna put a spin on it. And you know the ultimate thing that'll get you out of anything right now is money. You know what I'm talking about? You just say, oh man, them niggas is mad as I am. You know what I'm talking about? That money will get you out of anything right now. You know what I'm talking about? If you could produce it. It was all right there, man. If you don't remember that else, always remember. It don't cost that. This is show a little bit of that love.